We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I see you're an elf, friend. From where do you hail? Tell me, how is it there? My guards all but forbid me going there. You... what?
Your Majesty, I would not have put it so bluntly. There are events in Denerim you should be aware of.
So it seems. I will hear more about this matter later. But for now, we have a war to attend to. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true Blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. You must not speak of the king so. He is overeager, perhaps, but he is also one of the few Grey Warden allies. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Theren Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Hello everyone. Wait, did that get... Okay, let's try that again. One. Hello everyone, my name is Xenos Forever, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Now, after my horrendous attempt at live recording last night, I have approximately... Oh, please tell me it's not half an hour. Christ. Anyways, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm probably going to cut myself out from the... Well, you've probably already gotten past the Ostagar cutscene. I'm not available right now because I was just too... One, I completely forgot about the cutscene, and two, I was just too pissed off at that. So, now, where were we? Oh, yes. Let's go take a look at the camp, shall we? Honestly, though... Oh, right. Sorry, I'm so used to playing Skyrim rules right now. Alright, so, let's go with the, What happened to the Sorrows of Arlathon? Okay, it's down there. Alright, so... Let's go with a short bow. I mean, I maybe dual wielding, but I just, select level up. Alright, Theren. Alright, let's increase Dex. Okay, I do have everything unlocked. But then again, didn't I have it unlocked? Anyways, and then let's increase Cunning. Dual weapons, let's go with archery. So, pinning shot, melee archer. Rapid shot. Hang on a sec, let me just change a few things real quick. Fighting below the belt. Hey. Oh, it's a sustained. Okay. Anyways, let's put that there. So, well, I decided because of how I really didn't notice. I didn't know how weak rogues were. Just, I mean, in hand-to-hand combat, it just. I mean. Zevran handles himself well, but that's because he's an assassin. He can get behind people.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Well, yes, one of them. Sure, Duncan brought others. Hello?
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do. Though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact.
Really?
Theren Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off.
That was weird. Occasionally the audio will cut out like that, I guess. Just... How should I know?
I thought Grey Wardens knew all about the Darkspawn.
I'm not a warden yet!
The king thought it was funny that Theren called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Oh god. Did they fight often?
More than usual lately. Good thing that Theren's the only one who can speak to the king like that.
I should probably get going. No
As you
offense,
wish.
but Loghain's guard.
You approach the tent of Theren Loghain. State your business.
Is the Theren inside? What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Terran's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Theren Loghain tells him. Without the Theren, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I would like an audience with the Theren, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Wait, that actually worked? Well, meet Theren Loghain, everyone.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty, nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Well, I didn't know that.
Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people.
Well,
But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You have some experience to bring to the Wardens, do you? You don't seem half as green as most of the men here.
did I make myself green on
riding
accident?
into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kalen has his way, you will.
Well,
Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sword.
not really, no. You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Marek's son, and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Jeez.
Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
Okay, seriously, the sergeant sounds familiar. Anyone recognize who he sounds like? I mean, I know I played through the,
I have finished.
might be useful later.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
Not really,
I don't
no.
know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
No, not wood. I need wood. Please tell me that was quick enough, because I think. Oh no! Please, don't. Oh God. Every time I switch to Origins. Back in a minute, guys. Just as Darkspawn can be killed, drunkards can be reasoned with. Although within reason for that. Alright, now where was I? Oh, nope. So what's over this way? Nothing important, I assume. Besides, oh, hello.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the Fade, for there is no darkness, nor death in the Maker's light.
Arrow of filth and a short bow. I think that's part of their chant of light, which is their equivalent to both their Bible and hymn book.
What do you mean?
Only 2 of them made it, and one was minus a leg. Said they encountered some darkspawn that was 10 feet tall,
Ogre.
with horns as long as your arm. The injured one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Make
Blade
us friends. Where are they all coming from?
Underground, you fool.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlock. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger.
Those are the
I don't
Hurlocks.
know where these new darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
Logan's guard. There's Duncan.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
No, I'm
Do
fine.
not wait too long before seeking out Alistair. As I said earlier, we will need to begin preparations for the joining before nightfall.
Oh, new quest.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed.
Ooh. Something
Are you
wrong?
the new warden? I could use some help.
I don't know anything about dogs.
It's not what you know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I could muzzle this dog?
You're a Grey Warden, soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Hey! Just, how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders.
Wow.
Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Could he be imprinted to me?
We can try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him.
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Yeah, agreed. Muzzle on the dog. Okay, muzzled him.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be, why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
The dog. Okay, where in the wild would I find this
It
flower?
usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. There should be plenty this time of year.
Alright, I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Thank you.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Failure, my friends.
Oh, Win! Hello!
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Win, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I've seen quite a few mages today.
The Circle sent many. Mages have always helped in past blights. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Do you know much about the Darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
Hold on, wait. Isn't the Fade the land of the dead?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
I've heard that. Didn't something bad happen there?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Well, you can never trust a holy book. Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's some... Do you have any proper advice?
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway.
No, I
Why
don't.
would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Oh, it's nice to see you, Win. Oh, there's a store here.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow.
Dude!
Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, Too bad.
Davith.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Isn't that a little paranoid?
That depends on what kind of life you've led. Me, I'm perfectly willing to accept that this joining is some kind of punishment.
Punishment?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Aren't there barbarians in the forest?
Chasing barbarians, yes. Cannibals, and witches too.
Well, witches
My
shouldn't
home
be too
village
bad,
isn't
right?
far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Seems like an odd place for an army to camp, then.
I'm told the Blight started in the forest, so the army's here waiting for them to come out, dangling meat in front of the bear, if you catch my meaning. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see, like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
No problem. Well, there's a certain knight around here, right?
I have done it.
Quartermaster.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Because I'm here to be a Grey Warden?
You're... Oh, yes, of course. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly?
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also
want to turn off the mute.
Goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
I could have sworn I had... Let me see your other goods. I'm sorry, guys.
So long as you keep it quiet.
I could have sworn I had the mute on. Borrowed longsword. Arrows of filth. Small ass shield. Denerim guard shield. I'll keep the stars of Arlathon. Oh, no. I want those boots back. Wait. Oh, did he move them to... How rude. Ooh, a greenstone. That sounds useful. Wait, no. Come on. Ah. That was my stuff.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Well, let's see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Vestments of the Steer. It's actually pretty good mage armor, so... Don't really need the chainmail, so... Ooh, a backpack. I have enough silver for it. Yes! Expanded my inventory. Thank you, Quartermaster. Alright, so,
That course of action is inadvisable. Welcome, young man.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
I should go.
Goodbye.
Ugh, I hate Tranquil being around.
Hail to you.
I hate being around Tranquil. They creep me out. They're cut off from the Fade, so it's like being lobotomized. They have no emotion. They're just cold, calculating machines for the most part.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Right, sorry. Sorry.
It cannot be.
Jory. Hello.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I am Theren.
Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlayman. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
Maybe they need to start letting fewer humans in.
I did not mean to offend you. Clearly your skills have impressed Duncan. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
You're not all that smart, are you?
That's not fair. I listened to tales of the Grey Wardens and dreamt one day I too would ride a griffin into battle against slavering monsters. I know there are no more griffins, and my fantasies were those of a boy, but still, I remember those tales. I never thought I'd be part of them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
David said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Alright, see you there, Jory. Well, I should probably go find Alistair, shouldn't I?
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Oh
Your
God, I
glibness
missed you,
does you no
Alistair.
credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The grumpy one.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Wait, who's the fool? Me? Come on, you're talking to Alistair.
No. One good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You are a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
No, would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a totem at a given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. The elf from Denerim. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
That's no problem, Alistair. How could you recognize? That's alright, no offense taken.
Good. You didn't exactly catch me at my finest with the mage there. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Ah, pleased to meet you. My name is Theren.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Have you?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument is, what was that about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Oh. That would be awkward. Templars are essentially the mage police.
I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger. And the mage picked right up on that.
And you decided to have a little
I
fun.
never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Oh, I look forward to traveling with you,
do?
Alistair.
Huh. That's a switch.
It is?
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
All over now.
Alright, let's head back to Duncan, shall we?
Hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. These will be saved your promise.
Hello, Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the arm.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Surely you could have acquired some blood before now.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
Okay, what do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
Yeah, that logic
I don't
seems
understand.
kind of...
Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Okay, find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Tainted blood.
May the Maker preserve us all. They say the Darkspawn horde has grown larger.
Well, then we're screwed.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Right, how we go? Heroic accomplishments. Dragon killed, 0. Corrupted animals killed. Vermin killed, 0. Darkspawn killed, 0. Bosses killed, 0. What can I say? I haven't really been playing much. I start the basic attack. Finish shot or spell like Winter's Grasp. First target the enemy. Oh, there we go. The Korcari Wilds. Well, let's just get a little bit further in, shall we?
I see we've stopped to smell the flowers and adore the sunshine.
I think that was me.
All right.
Well, they faded away pretty quickly. That looks like a dark spawner, maybe a dead recruit. Hello, what's this? Missionary Jogby. New quest, the missionary.
Over here.
What's up? Oh, there's someone ahead. You okay?
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least, right guys?
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
So the sudden cord.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
You sound like a coward to me, Jory.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
Oh, let's just get this over with.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise.
Oh, that's good.
That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
Really?
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Actually, Alistair, let's not. I'm actually gonna take a break because people are coming back. It's getting hot again, so I'm gonna save the game here. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button down below. It very much helps. As always, I'll see you next time. Until then, live long and prosper. Arrivederci.